Guess what? Again, these are new ones, and they're all red from the same person. Good morning. This is the PB&J Influence. I'm Jane, and this is One Question a Day. I am coming to you live from Dallas. William, I know, right? I mean, we're talking this now. It could be love. I don't know. It is probably 110 degrees outside here in Dallas. We do this every morning at 8:18 Central Daylight Time until we change our clocks, and then at which time it will be Central Standard Time. And guess what, you guys? We're going to answer one question a day. We're going to go kind of deep. We're going to get into the heart space. We're just going to take a moment in our day to think about something that maybe we normally wouldn't want to think about. And, and here in our little safe space and discuss it. If you're out there, please just pop on and say hello. You're welcome to join in the conversation, but if you just want to watch, that's fine too. Guess what? Remember how I lost my one question a day journal at the hotel last weekend? And remember how I called and they didn't have it? And do you know why they didn't have it? Can anybody guess? Robert? Hello, here is why they didn't have it, because I have it. It was in my suitcase, and I looked through my suitcase, but somehow it was in a pocket hiding way down in a corner. Now I have it. We're going to answer one question a day. Now, here's the thing. Now we found this other source for questions online, which are really way more philosophical and deeper. I'm going to read the question from here today. I'm also going to read the question from that source. And I know that one's going to be a tough question because it's like this long. And I saw the word killed in it. Okay, so it may be over the top too much for us today. You guys get to, I'm banking on you all to give me some feedback and tell me which question we want to talk about today. Okay, does that sound like a deal? Sounds like a good plan to me. So here we go, okay? This is for August 22nd, which I believe is what today is, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, who has your back today, or who had your back today? But, we're doing this in the morning. So who do you know is going to have your back today? Who had your back yesterday? That's kind of a good question, huh? I like it. All right. Wait a minute. So let's read the other question, right? Okay. Get ready. Could get emotional, I'm not sure. If someone you loved was killed in front of you, it's just a light little topic that we're starting with, but someone created a copy of them that was perfect right down to the atomic level, would they be the same person, and would you love them just as much? Oh my gosh, I've never, ever contemplated that. That might be, I don't know, but I got a hair here, you guys, I'm sorry. That might be a little bit too much to bite off and chew this morning. What do you think? Okay, you guys, there's two of you out there for sure that I know of. You've heard the question. Chime in. Which one would you rather do? The first one, which is who has your back today, or the other one about the clone of somebody if someone was killed? Maybe could, but straight up, I don't think so. Oh, well, you're answering it already. Okay. I know, like it's a tough question. Which question are we going to do, guys? We got to do one or the other. These are both good questions. Work with me here, people. Come on. Hello. Which question are we going to do? Who has your back? All right. Thank you, Robert, for making a decision. Way to man up. I appreciate that. Okay. Who has your back today? Well, that's a good question, too, because you probably know who has your back most of the time. Who would you guys say that is for you all? Oh, that's a really good answer. Robert says the universe. Super good answer. I like that. I like that a lot. And that means that Robert's got some pretty good faith in creation and source. Call it God, call it higher power, call it aliens. I don't know what the heck it is. I am not about to begin to tell you that I know, because I think it's pretty egotistical to say that you really know what it is. We are just stupid little itty bitty peon humans here on the planet. And I don't think we have a freaking clue what's going on out there, or really where we came from. We just know that there's something greater than us. Most people think that, right? And to believe that that something greater than us is there, fully supporting us, which is a fabulous way to look at it. Because if you dig into some religions, you find out that they kind of have a fear-based thing undertone with it, like with God and stuff. And like God is this thing that will love you one day if you do good, and pull the rug out from underneath of you the next day, rain down fire, hail, brimstone if you don't do what he says, which I find is fascinating, at least in the Christian Bible, because they say that God is a God that is an unconditional God. Well, that is just freaking BS right there. You read that Bible, there are tons of conditions to God being good to you. And I don't think that's how the universe source really is. I love that. See, we could go on about that. So for me, though, who has my back? That's a really great, huge answer, the universe, to who has my back. And I believe that too. I am so incredibly supported by the universe. And I really did used to buy into the, oh my God, anything could go wrong at any time if I'm not good, if I don't do the right thing, I'm going to hell in a handbasket, right? All of that kind of stuff. I don't think like that anymore. I have a much, much more open, clear, broad perspective on my creator and how that creator actually adores me. And I came to that conclusion all on my own, just thinking about God and thinking about, wait, that's not fair. God created us as sinners, theoretically, right, by some religions. And you got to jump through all these hoops to be redeemed. That's not okay. You know what? That is not okay. I kept thinking God would not do that. And if God does do that, then he's fully aware of my limitations and my lack of capacity to even do good all the time. And I don't think that he would put me through all of these hoops just to earn his love. So why am I still talking about that? Because what I really want to talk about is, okay, let's take this question and break it down to people on the planet. Who has your back? Who do you know that has your back? Do you have a relationship with somebody that is so tight that you know without a shadow of a doubt that they have your back? Who is that? That kind of goes, remember that question maybe last week when we were talking about, I can't remember what the question was, but I said, if you killed somebody, it was something about having a really good friend. And I said, I have a super good BFF girlfriend from fifth grade or whatever. And she lives on the East Coast. And if I called her and said, hey, I murdered somebody, help me bury the body, right? She'd be right there to help me. So that's basically who has your back, right? I think I'm going to say, and if she ever watches this, she's going to be mad at me. But I know she's got a lot on her plate right now. I don't know that 24/7 she has my back. I think the flower man here, this person, believe it or not, incredible person. I think that person has my back. I might go as far to say is I know that person has my back, which is crazy because I've never had that feeling probably completely from a male source, which is interesting. See, I can count on my female friends, not necessarily haven't been able to 1,000% count on a man. Wow, that was just something that I just learned right now that I just thought of. I'm going to read this comment. Cool to have someone have your back. So Robert, who has your back? Do you know? William, how come I only ever have you two guys on this show? It's not only, some days we have a big crowd, but today it's a little itty bitty crowd. Who has your back? Think about that. And here's another question. Are you that person for somebody else? I am. I am incredibly dependable. Can you say that about yourself? Or do you run in the face of adversity, stress, messy situations, responsibility? I thought about that too for you. You thought about what? William, you thought about what? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Robert? What are you saying, man? I'm getting a little caught up here in this. Yeah. Let's see. I do try to help friends whenever possible. That's very nice. Do any of those friends, could you say, yeah, Frank knows that if he called me in any situation, I'd be there for him. Do you have one of those friends? Are you one of those friends? This talks a lot about personal integrity. This is good little stuff for you to think about, like on the way to work today. But of course, if you're an entrepreneur and you're at home, you're already at work. So you can just think about that from your seat right now. Oh my goodness. This is kind of, my best friend. Okay. Robert has a best friend. Yes? Good. There we go. And I have a friend from childhood that I guess would be there if I really had a need. A dude? I'm guessing it's a guy like that you went to school with or something. Yeah? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey. What do you think tomorrow? Should we dive deeper and do the phone questions or should we do the book questions? God, this is really, either question today I think was very deep and it really gives us time to think about who we are and how we come across for here on the planet that matter to us. Here's a quick little point I can tell you, ironically. When I was married twice, neither one of those guys had my back. And it was painfully clear to me in the 20-year marriage, which was the second marriage. The first marriage was 3.5 years. I was still so messed up, I didn't even see that. Can you imagine? Bliss is ignorant. I mean, ignorance is bliss, right? Okay, hold on. I got some more comments. No. Go back and forth. Let's get a mix of questions from book and app. Okay, great. That sounds good. Yeah. So yeah. When I was married, oh, William, it's a girl. That's awesome. Very good. Yeah, when I was married, neither person had my back. And in my second marriage, it was so clear to me and so sad. It was so sad because even, it was really obvious if I got sick at any point, you get sick, you get the flu or whatever, and you expect maybe your spouse to kind of take care of you a little bit. And I'm really good at taking care of people and nurturing people, but I got sick. I was left alone in my bedroom to die, like seriously. There was nothing like, do you need a glass of water even? It was like gone, headed for the hills. It was almost like it was so disruptive for him, for me to be sick because I ran that freaking household with all those kids and everything that went down all day long. And when that fell apart, it was the end of the world, I think. I don't know what happened there. Why wouldn't he just step in and have it? I don't know. Those are questions I will never have answered. Try finding questions that are possible. Possible? Oh, like the one question that the question from my phone today that I just read isn't even like realistic, right? That's what you're saying? Yeah, could you love somebody that was an exact replica clone of the person that you adore if they were killed in front of you? Could you just pick up and go on with that person if they were down to the atom, molecular structure, if they were identical? I think that would be kind of mind-blowing. I'm not sure. I like that question, actually. I'm not sure how to answer that. And we don't have time today, really, to dig into that one. But that is a really, really good one to think about, too. But tomorrow's question, probably from that source, won't be as long. That just looked like in the lineup of questions as I was scrolling that it was like super long compared to other questions. So yeah, we'll bounce back and forth. And some days we'll take it easy, right, with our one question a day, and some days we'll go super deep and see if we can handle it, see if we can live through it, see if our little pea brain and our pea hearts get any bigger and open up and can handle all of this. You guys, like or hate my channel, I don't care, just do something, subscribe, drop a comment, help me get better algorithms rolling here, which actually it's really starting to kick in. So I'm doing great, but that doesn't mean that you get to not help me, okay? Come on, you guys, share this crazy thing with people. Everybody needs to think about this stuff. Well, everybody does, everybody won't, and it's only for 15 minutes a day. Come on, grow a set. Oh, speaking of grow a set, I posted my educational video last night, was actually today because it was about at 1:30 in the morning. So it's up, and maybe I will have it right here, right now for you guys to click on. It is about dismissing low productivity. Do you get in productivity lulls? I have. And so I did a video on it because I could not think of anything else to do a video on, which is like crazy, right? There's so much content all around all day long, and I could not, for the life of me, 3 days in a row, I'm thinking, what am I going to do a video on? I got nothing. I got nothing here, right? But yeah. Okay, you guys, I will be here tomorrow at 8:18. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Have a fantastic day.